Welcome into the Bourne Braves pregame interview. I'm Rob Werner, and I'm joined right now by General Manager Darin Weeks. Darin, you've done this now for a number of years. What's it like each year getting at the very end, the finish line?
Well, whether you win or whether you lose, it's always tough to be, to get to the end. It's, you get to know it's like a big family, and everybody leaves and everybody's gone. But it's a lot of work and it's a lot of fun. And then every year we've reset for the next year. But it's no matter whether you win or whether you lose, like I said, it's always tough to see the end, unfortunately.
And this is one of the best summer leagues in the world, obviously. What are some of the jobs that people wouldn't expect a general manager to have in the Cape Cod League?
Well, besides, it's basically, functioning as the managers help it with a lot of different transactions, stuff like that. But it's the uniforms and it's the, getting all the transactions done and getting all, the gear. That's what it all is. It's managing the players coming in, going out, because we go through a, parade of faces as the season goes on. But it's a lot of fun. The more people you meet, the better you are. And I think at the end of the day, that's kind of what it's all about. We have a lot of fun doing it, but it is a lot of work.
And then this year was definitely a roller coaster with some of the injuries. One point there was only 8 position players. Was it a tougher year than you've seen in the past, just in the work you've had to do behind the scenes?
Well, we were one ankle twist from you playing, so it was a tough run. But you know what though? That's part of the game. That's part of the whole thing. It's a war of attrition the way that this league is. And this year we had a very unusual amount of injuries hitting at different sets of times. But you know what? It's someone else's injury is someone else's opportunity, and so that's kind of what it's all about. And you look at the players who've stayed healthy, who really maybe weren't planning on being here the whole summer, but they ended up having great summers. And so someone else not being here, it's just an opportunity for somebody else. And it's those success stories that you look back on. You don't look at the injuries, you look at who benefited and who ultimately took advantage of that situation more than anything.
And I know that you're one of the general managers in this league that actually hosts players. This year you hosted Brian Hoeing, Michael McAveen, and Justin Lasko, Andrew Sawfrank, and some others. What's it like each year getting to interact with the players more than a lot of other general managers?
Well, we only house Andrew. You're thinking of the Bonatos, unfortunately, but they're great kids. It's great housing. It's like having another son. Andrew's a great kid. Every kid we've housed has been a great kid. So it's unfortunate when they have to go, but it's tough because at the end of the summer when they leave, it's like having your child leave. Every year it's someone going off to college, and you get you forge a bond with them, and you get to know them, and you follow them as their career goes on, whether it's in baseball or not in baseball. But again, it all goes back to the relationships and how you get to meet people and what you get out of it. I think for the host families and the organization, we get just as much of anything as the players do. Hopefully the players appreciate it, because we definitely do.
And all the interns really have a good time here. What's it like not only interacting with the players, but with all the interns, from the game day interns to the media interns, social media, the writer? What's it like correlating all that together?
Well, it keeps you young, okay? Because every year, I'm a year older, and every year we get a new set of people, and they're all the same age. So it keeps you mentally young because you're always around young people. You're as old or as young as you mentally think you are. And then what this league does, it does keep you young. And it's great meeting the interns from kids all around the country, and Giants fans notwithstanding. But for the most part, it's helping them, and not just the players, watching the interns, watching their careers go off into professional sports or whatever they ultimately do. We get just as much satisfaction as watching you guys succeed as watching these guys succeed. And what's great about here is we almost have an even number of interns doing great things in sports as we do in players. And so if you look back and seeing we have the play-by-play guy for the Seattle Mariners and the beat writer for the San Francisco Giants, and all these different people working in sports, you get an ownership of that. You get a pride for that, just like you would do by watching one of these guys pitch at Fenway Park.
And I got to ask, what was one of your favorite memories of this 2018 season?
Well, it would have to be watching Zach Picale hit batting practice. It was like an old man getting out of a tub. But I think watching these guys, even though we lost some games lately, watching them still play hard down the stretch, and we just lacked a couple of, we were playing with a short bench, and we lost a lot of guys, and watching how hard they played and watching how much these guys still care, that's the best part about it. And watching, it's sad to watch it end like it always is, but at the end of the day, I feel that when these guys go, and when you guys all go, you're better people than when you got here. Whether you're a better player, a better broadcaster, a better anything. And that's really what it's all about. It's about athletic progress as well as personal progress.
So, Darin, I think everybody's had some personal progress this year. Thank you very much for everything you've done for the players and all the interns as well. Darin, thank you very much for the time.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.